The Earth was once a land of giants. Prehistoric animals tended to grow to humongous proportions, which is now believed to be something scientific. These giants died down long ago. However, there are still giants roaming the planet today, most of which are commonly known, and some are quite bizarre. Others are known and still bizarre, like the number 1 entry, so stay tuned for that one. Here are 10 giant creatures caught on camera. Number 10. The Strange Blob of Acapulco. In this modern day and age, people still believe that giant, unidentified monsters still roam various bodies of water worldwide. In fact, advanced marine exploration technology has reinvigorated the search for these legendary creatures. That and the fact that stuff like these gets washed up on beaches worldwide. Back in March 2016, a 13-foot unidentified blob from the sea washed up on a beach in Acapulco, Mexico. Some scientists believe the creature to be a whale, some a squid, and of course, people on the internet think it's a terrifying monster. Whatever it is, the creature appears to have died shortly before beachgoers discovered it. Though it was not fully decomposed, it was well on its way. Number 9. A giant anaconda. If there's at least one thing that you don't want to see while working at a construction site, it's a giant anaconda. That's exactly what these construction workers came across while doing some construction work in the cave of Altamira in the northern state of Para, Brazil. They discovered the giant snake immediately after setting off a controlled explosion. At 33 feet long and weighing 63 stone or 462 pounds, it is one of the largest anacondas ever seen, dead or alive. After making the frightening discovery, the workers chained the animal to a crane and later lifted it up to reveal its yellow-spotted underbelly. People say the builders killed the snake rather than leave it in its natural habitat, but this has not been confirmed. Others believe the animal may have died in the explosion, possibly being hit by fallen debris as its head appeared flattened in the video footage. Number 8. The Jacksonville Dinosaur. Not many dinosaur sightings have been reported in the past few years. Highly understandable because, well, if you didn't already know, these giant reptiles have been extinct for millions of years. However, there is still a large number of people that believe that some of these creatures somehow managed to survive to this very day, existing in secret in some far-flung, unexplored jungle, at the bottom of a particularly deep and murky lake, or standing in plain sight in downtown Jacksonville, Florida. Some sound must have startled them because they suddenly panned the camera to look over the fence into what looks like a construction site. When they saw the large reptile, the camera was so shaky that we can't really see if the thing was moving. So, did they really capture a giant dinosaur in Jacksonville? Or was this video uploaded around the same time as the construction of a dinosaur attraction in the Jacksonville Zoo? Number 7. When the topic of big birds arises, ostriches and a certain giant yellow bird from Sesame Street come to mind. However, there is another fascinating creature that doesn't get much love, the cassowary. This large flightless bird, much like the ostrich, is a direct descendant of the dreaded velociraptors. Their ferocious reputation precedes them as they are far from being mild-mannered. In fact, in this video, you can witness one of these giant birds attacking a zookeeper who is desperately defending himself with a rake. It's terrifying to see those legs and sharp claws in action, not to mention the haunting noise they make when lunging forward. Despite their fearsome reputation, some people still keep them as pets. However, as expected, there are reports of fatal attacks on owners by these birds. One such event occurred in Florida when a man was attacked by his pet cassowary after accidentally falling to the ground while in its enclosure. He was able to dial 911, but unfortunately succumbed to his injuries due to blood loss. Number 6. Giant desert jellyfish. The words desert and jellyfish are not typically used together, but that's exactly what makes the subject of this entry so unusual. Uploaded to the Viral Video News channel in 2014, the video allegedly shows a U.S. military fighter jet destroying a giant alien monster in the desert, though the description claims that it was the U.S. Army Air Force. Regardless, the video depicts a fighter jet attacking what can only be described as a massive jellyfish in the middle of the desert. Is this footage of soldiers fighting extraterrestrial creatures, or simply a bizarre sequel to the poorly received movie, Starship Troopers 3? Number 5. The lion's mane jellyfish. The lion's mane jellyfish is the largest jellyfish in the world, with bells that can measure over 8 feet across, and tentacles that resemble a lion's mane, which is where they get their name. Reports of their tentacle size vary from 30 to 120 feet, but One thing is for sure, their tentacles extend a long way, and it's best to keep a safe distance. These giant jellies have 8 groups of tentacles with 70 to 150 tentacles in each group. While not fatal, their sting is extremely painful, making encounters with them best avoided. This may be why there aren't many videos of this creature floating around. In June 2018, footage of one of these creatures was captured in water as shallow as 2 meters at Maleen Beg Pier in Ireland. And fortunately, only a few stinging encounters were reported. Number 4, the giant Pacific octopus. This fascinating creature grows bigger and lives longer than any other octopus species. The size record is held by a specimen that was 30 feet across and weighed more than 600 pounds. However, the average size is more like 16 feet and 110 pounds. Although the giant squid and the colossal squid are said to be the inspiration for stories of sea monsters that attacked ancient ships, early artists' depictions usually feature an animal that more closely resembles the giant Pacific octopus. These creatures have huge bulbous heads and are generally reddish-brown in color. Like other members of the octopus family, they use special pigment cells in their skin to change colors and textures. They can blend in with even the most intricate leaf, added corals, plants, and rocks. Number 3, the giant oarfish. Speaking of real creatures mistaken for sea monsters, we have the giant oarfish. Just by looking at one, you'll understand the reason why. These fish are absolutely massive. They have been known to reach a length of up to 110 feet. Honestly, it's no wonder that ancient mariners who saw them told tales of sea serpents. Typically found at depths of about 656 feet, these fish can lurk as deep as 30,280 feet, according to the Florida Museum of Natural History. While biologists don't know why the giant fish comes ashore, they suspect that either they are washed up on beaches by storms, or they come to the surface when they're injured or dying. It is also believed that when an oarfish appears in shallow water, it is a warning that an earthquake or tsunami is coming soon. Now, let's take a look at a photo of a monstrous creature that looks like it belongs in a Godzilla movie, rather than real life. Is it real? We'll find out with number 2 on our list, the kaiju. The creature in the photo resembles a kaiju, a giant monster in Japanese culture, often seen fighting against robots, Godzilla, Gamera, or even King Kong. Although I'm pretty sure it isn't a real animal, I felt compelled to look deeper into it. I found nothing. However, I did find something very similar. A YouTube channel called Hollywood Scotty, who's known for creating impressive special effects videos featuring giant monsters and alien tripods appearing in various landscapes and cityscapes. The similarities between today's photo and his videos are quite uncanny, which leads me to believe it's probably him who uploaded it. Before we move on, if you want to see more weekly videos of creepy cam creatures, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like and tell me in the comments if you've seen any weird creatures. Number 1, giant oceanic manta ray. The giant manta ray is not only the largest ray, but also one of the biggest fishes in the world, with a width that can reach up to 29 feet. Despite their size, these gentle giants feed on tiny plankton, similar to the largest fishes and marine mammals. They constantly swim with their mouths open, using specialized flaps called cephalic lobes to filter plankton and other small food from the water. Giant manta rays are found in tropical, subtropical, and temperate waters worldwide. They are commonly seen both offshore and in oceanic waters near productive coastlines, and migrate periodically between warm and cold waters. The best time to capture these majestic creatures on camera is during their migration. This video, taken by divers off the coast of Mexico, provides a breathtaking view of what it feels like to swim beside a small airplane. Flying beside these giants should give you an idea of just how massive they are,